And when you have someone like Cryo on the squad, why not?
Oh, wow, that's brave by Asuna.
He just went for the orb at the start of the round. He just trusted that his utility was good enough to keep the attackers back.
Hell of a way to get a pistol round started. First kill, going in the direction of Sentinels. Over towards C, anticipating a refight here. You can see that's why Tenz is holding that paranoia. Now they set their sights over towards the side, anchoring towards the back. That's Bang. He's got a lot to do here with the orb up. To stop in the plans of Sentinels.
Poison's off.
Now here we go. More util send flying. Nade towards the back on top of it. Into the smoke. That's Bang.
That was a right click.
Claiming an easy one apparently from that range. Still, a few more players to meet him, and eventually with the jump spot, they're going to be well suited. Sentinels gaining ground now. Spike, we planted momentarily, but with the door opened up, Cryo a chance for him to really do some damage. Slipping through and past, but can he find this one kill? Zelsis, he's low enough, buying time for the rest of his team to get into position. The damage done to him. 29 health with a triple face. Only gets it done. Leave it to the one player now. All up to Boostio.
Look at this setup. Inside a low smoke towards the ground. What is going on here?
Doubled up.
Could Boostio possibly make anything happen?
Not giving too much away at all. So Sentinels with the opener.
And a great pistol round. I mean, Sen instantly got the punish onto Asuna, who I think was being a bit too bold trying to pick up the orb at the start. Although I'm sure that works against plenty of teams, because if you throw your nade and throw a Caesar or a Haunt at the start, most attacking teams are not going to be heavily contesting rubble. But he got punished there, and then a nice two-wave attack into C. The first little pump fake to draw out the defensive utility, and then committing gives a nice opening round for Sen. And 100 Thieves, they're not going to invest in this round, but I'm still going to be watching it like a hawk, because we've seen so many of these ecos getting converted recently.
These teams are just different with the classics. Not sure what's changed, but teams just seem to be taking them much more seriously these days, realizing that every round is winnable.
And you think about it, it looks like all classics, but Cryo still has 3 shots in the Headhunter. You wind back the clock, and old Cryo, that might be 3 kills.
Oh yeah.
We'll see whether he's capable of stuff like that. It's been quite a while since we've seen this guy play Chamber.
Chance for a kill here. Partially deep line, right down towards A.
And 1 shot, 1 kill.
Preordained is what it felt like.
No charge.
Send out. They want nothing to do with the A site. Now going to start to make their way into C once more. No anchoring players to stop them.
There are so many spots that Cryo is going to be able to establish himself on the Chamber. But this is still a really difficult round for 100 Thieves to convert.
They're just there with a jump spot, but with the alarm bot broken, players, reinforcements arriving towards Mound here. Celsius and Zekken holding together. Great paranoia, but that's why Zekken's there, just to help him out, just in case. And real, no danger at the end of the day.
Navigated it really nicely. Style has been more to try and slow and control the game down, find the right mid-round call. Might see a clash of 2 very different approaches to these 3 maps we've potentially got coming up.
2 teams have been trying to reinvent themselves into 2024, but a healthy bonus round now for Sentinels to take it straight through into B. Molly at your feet, but there's the blind. Holy, what a setup. It's returned though with the fire. Asuna's there with the door rotating. They've got themselves into B main control, but they want to pivot over towards A.
What a call. And look at it, it's completely empty. They picked up Bang with a beautiful setup, driving straight through his vulnerable, and now they've got the plant down. Zekken is pretty far forwards here.
3 players committed into the back section of the site. You don't really expect this into the post plant.
Look at the others though, holding that angle. And John Cutie's going to be taking a bit of contact and distracting to make sure that they can't just isolate Zekken.
Not really planted for them. Just the one section of the box. They're still worried about rubble. Up to Heaven. Asuna, an important kill. Zekken finds his. Earns some sway to the showstopper. Just jiggling as well, rebounding off of it with the tap there. Boostio lucky to get it, but instantly you can see the players, the positioning is Sentinels. It's perfect.
Could be a difference maker.
Down to the Sheriffs, the Pistols, the half-buy. Weaker money. Doubled up. Approach with the Prowler. Oh my! Tenz just deeping across there, and they are just going to be finding these cheap and easy kills. A little bit of extra money granted with the door opened up. Asuna distracted, doesn't know which way to face. Only one player left.
That's a beautiful textbook protocol of how to clear an aggressive mount control there by Sentinels. Taking B control, you saw Boostio looking towards B, as if they were thinking about opening the door, fighting them on B. I think 100 Thieves had the idea there that it was just going to be a big B, although it looks like potentially might have been counter-called, unless they're going to take C control and then go back into A, which also extremely viable kind of thing to do.
Brown now with the operator. He's going to be watching down that deep A angle towards Rubble. His team's cleared it with the util, but meanwhile Sen towards C mound. I just look to explode as well onto the side with the showstopper if they really like what they see. Nightfall, any sort of connections, that might be the trigger. Yet there it is, go button sent. It's a 1-for-1, Bang's good for it. Still TP forwards, Tenz, who's vulnerable up. But it's equalized, 3 versus 3. Do they still want to commit into this one straight through? Vulnerable into the back, EU's got to respect that. The util laid down at his feet, so the plant's still going to get off here for Sentinels.
And this is going to be a tough retake. EU doesn't have very much utility, just used his last Prowler, and Cryo is coming around on the flank with an op. Now, assuming Celsius does not die, Cryo is going to find it difficult to close the gap.
It's an important fight. A vital one at that. Celsius peeks it out, though. So he falls, double face on the high-low. John Cutie just trying to drop down and survive, and now he realizes we're being threatened from multiple angles. Asuna don't know where to peek from. EU though removing it, and lovely movement at the end of the day. Finally a round on the board here for 100 Thieves.
That battle over towards Mount, so important to allow Cryo to get that pick.
Straight towards A, look at this. Lots of players to meet them. Satchel across, what a shot by Cryo. Showstopper though, Tenz is TP'd right behind them. EU luckily there with the trade, commits the Nightfall. We're gonna really fight over this one, but guess what? Senna out of there, high-tailed. Straight back, front section of Mount. How are they gonna fight over this one? Doubled up and players low enough that it's short work, quick work for Bang.
There to try to keep back Sen. And that teleport play from Tenz almost worked. Here's another look, somewhat similar to the set play from before. Tenz actually omen ulting into sight. Would have been a distraction for Zeki to peek off had it been cancelled or punished.
It's entirely given up to them. Door open, Cryo. Again, hunting for a pick-off just to make it a little bit more even. Paranoia sent flying, clears Zekken out of that little cubby now, and he repositions a little bit deeper towards the back of the site. They're anticipating a refight from that direction, and EU, he's wondering whether he should commit. Lockdown now, a little bit later, being delayed, but this can still be broken by the players who are still sitting here into main, potentially, if they choose to fight. Over, across, into the site, that's 100 Thieves, and look at that. The timing's excellent from EU. Asuna is going to be sticking this one with a lockdown defuse as well. There's really no coverage. Anybody to break this? No! That's...
Sen again, seed control over Rubble, trying to push anybody away from fighting Mound at the start of these rounds. Opening the door here is going to push Cryo off the angle.
He pushes forward.
Surely.
He's got a rendezvous at his back still, I believe. He can force himself to play aggressive. Angled opened up.
As soon as the door opens, you gotta leave. That's a mad play. That is mad. But another sign, perhaps, that 100 Thieves have not quite had the time to really refine those protocols in the same way that Sen has. Doesn't necessarily mean that Sen are going to win off the back of that. What a potential play by Bang. He backs up.
A little bit too deep there, does Prowler. Now the nade as well.
Tenz is in.
Stay fight towards your feet. What a shot by Bang. EU still holding close to the pillar. Never called to cancel. Sen are so reactive with this one. Almost like the bait and switch you expect them to be in that scenario. 40 seconds left. What is the decision? They flip the switch, and it does pull players away from C. What a call in the moment.
Yeah, Sen going for the freeze in the round. 100 Thieves, super reactive.
30 seconds
trying
left.
to find Sentinels.
Face your
Putting the
fear!
Nightfall now. 0 tags onto this one. They only have to worry about the back of the site. That's going to get cleared by the eye, so they realize it's C. Open for the take.
We have seen 3v3 retakes work for 100 Thieves. They're going to open the door really early on.
Viper's fit with his plan for John QT.
But they don't have very much space here, do they?
And 100 Thieves are already in. Look at this. Already in. Boostio, he's not wasting any time forward here with an aid to push them into the angles. Appropriate maybe, but just walking right into the pit. And not favoured at that position. You. He's got to pray now. Maybe a few stray bullets connecting, but he's realizing it.
Even in these fights, does not favor 100 Thieves. They need to be decisively winning them.
Standard util being used, making sure that they can't push up in section of C.
I thought Tenz was going to take the orb there to play for his ultimate. I thought they'd got something mad cooked up. It's not going to be the case. This is one of the first rounds where Cryo's got established on a really deep angle, and if Sen want to go back to B, they're going to need to use good utility to clear him off. The wall is certainly helpful, because now Cryo could get peeked from a variety of different angles.
Oh my, what is that?
We've got to see a replay of that at the end of the round. I don't know whether that was through the smoke. It looks like Asuna was jump spotting, and Tenz hit an outrageous headshot.
That's what it looks like, but see at the end of things anyway. Sets him up with the first kill. Door opened up now towards B. Trademark broken. Lucio gone. This is really drastically, I think, falling to pieces here for 100 Thieves, but Cryo's not accounted for. Off round to the corner. That's second though, returning with the trade. Confirmation kills all over the bloody place. Tenz, you do have the spike. What's the call now?
30 seconds left.
Run over to A. Realizing that Bang has been playing over towards C. Good awareness from Zekken. Doesn't win his fight out though, so Bang, there's chances here. John QT is weak.
Bang's got a little smile on his
planted.
face as he shoots Zekken's body, just letting him know in the 1v4. It definitely feels like Sen are pulling away with this one now.
Sent this play for Bang. It hurts, but saving the gun has to be it.
Now that they've got the foundation, Cryo, by the way, has gone for a glass cannon Vandal. No armor.
State of the economy. Asuna does have a showstopper here. Doesn't remove the first layer of the util. Nana Swarm just dropped down, but does do so for the eye. Information going to be called out here by Sacy, knowing that there's players there. Popping up, top of the ankle. There's a gap. Just there with a wall to jump spot. Bang. Does not want to dance with death. Not quite. I'm backing away. Sentinels, they don't really like what they see here. The door was opened up towards mid-B. There's going to be a fight to be taking place if they choose to really collide into each other. But no, just parting ways once more.
And I'm not sure that 100 Thieves even got the read that Sen are that close on B. Sentinels are contact clearing up, not using the boombot, just making sure that they're utterly silent.
Cryo.
John's hearing all this.
Yeah, it's got to be sure. 40 seconds left.
And he's calling his team back over towards A. These are the kind of mid-rounds that John has been calling that have changed the identity of Sentinels.
Bang! Removed!
30 seconds left.
What the hell? Look at this, no armor. Running into the orb. Cryo, he wants to be a playmaker, and this is the time to do it. Zekken taken out, guess what? Sentinels out towards B. Paranoia now, flying out through them. Players into heaven, they need to clear this one. Showstopper, this could be the winner, no! Straight into the wall! Plants down though. It's 2 versus 2 and 1 through main. Satchel, preventing the repeat. Dropping down now, playing together. 100 Thieves, gotta be really disciplined. But it's just EU. 7 bullets of John QT into the pits. And what a micro adjustment.
Excellent shooting, excellent calling, but there was a lot of pressure there, and 100 Thieves flubbed it. And Asuna's been having a
Okay. All right, reset. Okay, pistol round. 9-3. Sen in the lead here, this time on the defense.
This is a really important one for 100 Thieves. And now the pressure's going to be on Asuna again, because he's got the job of trying to open up these sites. Blast open choke points.
Second joining the defense. John QT with the reinforcements, but noise being cut. Trying to have second doubts about this one because 100 Thieves in a way over towards A now.
They've inserted Cryo in this spot. He's got his ghost. Going to be looking for a pick. He's not trying to play it for the aggro lurk.
Shadows traveling.
They're actually headed straight into all the Killjoy utility without really knowing.
Yep. Door opened up. This is a really aggressive position by Zeltas here, but Anada's going to be forcing them all the way back. Paranoia as well. Good utility being used. Sacy though has got to be the defender towards the back of the side. Right clicks. Zeltas get away with murder. Onto the side here. EU eventually going to be removing that pesky anchoring player. Nade rebounded though. That'll force the spike to be planted in a different direction. Another tap here, but lined up all the way for Zekken.
100 Thieves forced to be active in that post plant, trying to salvage what had happened as everybody just ran into Zeltas and got mowed down. Pretty tragic. A little bit of lost coordination.
Yeah. committing to it. The force. You have to at this point. The map's getting away from you.
Trying to go for the fast play at the very start of the round, pull out some of the defensive utility, but I don't think that was supposed to be a bait. And T wanted to get in there onto B, and now they've been bogged down.
More util to work their way through, isn't it? Nanoswarms being used. There was a Viper Orb in their face. Now Cryo's timing that. Might seek to try and lurk. Really tricky spot. Elsis up to try and take the fight here, but non-committal from 100 Thieves. Maybe expecting Cryo to maybe get something done. Prowler spots him, so now they're definitely going to be aware. The Sentinels keeping an eye on that one spot over towards A. Guess what? Tenz goes to the rubble side, him in seconds. What's going to be done about that? Eye is revealed up towards Tenz. No one removing it. Sent out the Paranoido. Now another nade. TP reposition. A little bit ajar. 40 seconds. This feels hectic. It feels frantic.
But they have found the site where there's only one player. Celsius went huge on the pistol. Is he going to commit?
30 seconds, yeah. Tarek's going down as a smoke into his face. He has to really respect this one now. Backing away, reload. They're going to be able to hear this one. Up top, they want to try and run him straight down. And he's sort of firing line. John QT! What a difference maker! 3 players fall just like that. 100 Thieves. Gonna try and take some risks here. Fight taken towards into the back of the spawn, but the discipline from Sentinels is just sublime. Always doubled up. Boostio. Reposition. Onto the brain now. Maybe he can make it a few more, potentially. A tap. Sacy, run and gun does it.
Oh, yeah.
Timeout fading.
Have to dig so deep.
They certainly are. Where is the answer? Maybe it's heroics of an individual. Somebody to step up to the plate. Question all over the front section. B and C, 100 Thieves.
Cryo, in each of these 3 rounds, has been trying to get a lurk pick towards B. In the pistol, he got denied by Tenz. In the second round, denied by Sacy's utility. And it looks like he's going to try to make something happen again.
Forward on the angle here. Now Zekken, when we got the Guardian, he's going to have to be precise and surgical when this hit starts to come through, especially Tenz removed. Bang! Critical shots to be hit there. Cryo's going to be hearing the rotation to bound as well. And what is the call to be made? Middle into A perhaps. And just Thieves get those 2 picks, but no, they break the door now, make their way into B because Cryo has got that space. Creep forwards. Now Heaven needs to be covered. And it is going to be ever so slightly no kill to be turned and returned there. Sacy backs away. 10 health, still alive.
You can tell it wasn't Boostio there with the mid-round call because he used both of his smokes on A. Didn't have anything to obscure that sight line. Asuna might have just bailed them out there with that kill onto Celsius. That's huge. Yeah. Big kills to shut down any danger of a retake coming through. 100 Thieves destined to get up to 4.
One with the rifle knows better than to contest that one, so this will be round win for 100 Thieves, like you said.
I think if 100 Thieves picked this map because they thought that the Cryo Chamber was going to have enormous impact, they probably need to find a different role for him on the attack side. Because he's having to play...
Showstopper for Asuna. Be the safety policy. Satchel's through now. Fade Eyes exchange. Lighting his players up. Nade rebounds. It's going to be forcing them out wide. Sees on top of it. It's all being combined.
Scared of a collapse from Sentinels, Asuna uses his ult already. That's an enormous tool for them to try to get into the site. And to burn it so early on in the round. On an anti-eco as well. Yeah. Not what 100 Thieves would have been looking for.
It's all broken. Cryo sees the shoulder, but I think so does Celsius.
Same spot again from Cryo. Every single round on the attack side. So not very much variety. Now he's starting to move his way over towards sleep.
Door opened. Still making the noise over towards A. It is keeping a lot of Sentinels over. But guess what? The bodies are just moving now. Look at it. Reinforcements sent to B. Worried about it now with the noise being cut. And it seems like the read is almost correct here. Just retake onto A and might pay off for them. But the turret broken. That's the signal. At least plan over towards C here for 100 Thieves.
No major flank coming through. No pressure onto these mountain players, and that's where the plant is for.
Lovely shot.
Boostio has been a little out of the action in this game so far, but that's a good one for the confidence too.
The rifle. Paranoid with a satchel forwards here, but Zekin can't really escape it. A lot more to be done here, but with only 2 players remaining, Celsius just might opt into saving this one with the rifle. Tenz, TP to try and get out, but no, can't break the tether in time.
Celsius scurries away with what little reward these moments.
Yeah, right mindset.
Find you.
Understand that it's still winnable for them. Into Thieves. Fast across here. Oh, Celsius. Expect them to hit the switch here. They are fast through now with the Paranoia. He is going to be approaching this position, and he needs some help fast. There's no one really to help him out. That's a spike drop down. He was the only one contesting. Right from the broken angle here with the nade at his feet. Asuna, no chance of a swing.
He's got to wait. He's got to wait for teammates.
He really does. Paranoia as well, though. This is an onslaught with a util. And finally, there's the reinforcements. Second. Blast packs in. Takes the head clean off.
Cryo's lurk towards B once again in the round has actually allowed them an overlay. What a spray down from Cryo! He found them the B site, and he's got some major impact there.
Vision force into the box there from Bang. Was getting the one, but Cryo surely he's done enough. Still, it's a man disadvantage. Boostio, lovely work.
Didn't get to see the second player there. Does he just assume that Celsius is coming through the door again?
Cryo's covering it, but now with the flash as well, the timing on that one is just perfection. Up top, Boostio working around, waiting for the timing with the top 10. It's all him with the Guardian.
Taking down the world champion with the Omen differential.
To work with, up to 12 for Sen. One more round will do it in the ult to be built up. Big fight. 4 players thinking to contest and contain out towards A. They're going to be setting these players up. Where's the reaction of 100 Thieves here?
It is fairly quick. Over towards Mound. Celsius with a lockdown. May choose to just whack this down and call for help from John Cutie.
Still to be dealt with. Celsius is just giving them that space and choose to contest this one. Waiting for the full retake, and it's a smart play to do with the amount of ults that they've got online. It should just be a slam dunk. 100 Thieves, they're the ones that still have to take it the extra mile, even with the spike planted down. That's why they're playing deep into spawn here, just with Bang though. And he's got to really come up big though. Blinded! Second with the rocket, out wide! Another one claimed. Jump spot. Great discipline. Everybody, noise cues cut away. They don't have a bloody clue. And now with the lockdown on top, it's all layered perfectly in between them. The reposition of Boostio, just out of dodge, but it's just out of Cryo. And what can you really do? Not much.
And honestly, all of the threats that 100 Thieves threw at them, really nicely dismissed. This Sen team looking clean, good reactions, great mid-round calls, working up their ultimates and their economy so that they could finally put 100 Thieves away towards the end. That was a dismissal on 100 Thieves map pick.
Yeah, and that's a scary prospect, isn't it? You're now heading into Sentinels, picking binds. So map territory must have seen something.
Leviathan, when we saw them play earlier, and Sen have got to be aware of those kind of setups. I mean, they had a haunt, crazy nade setup over towards A, and in this pistol round, Zekin on the attack side doesn't appear to be afraid of anything. He's just taking it completely on his own.
3 players to meet him. So close now with the utilities. Cut to the corner, and a right click. Blessed of it.
Going 1 for 1, and in the meantime, Cryo, defending B Heaven, didn't realize that that was where the entirety of Sentinels were. He got overwhelmed.
I like this from EU. He's, oh my goodness, okay, forget about EU. Yasna, he's right behind them, hot on their tail. EU, though, into B main.
They've planted
that prior. Oh, and Asna's just, I mean, fearless is the word to use.
And the rest of the team's just abandoned Tenz.
Yep, just running them down, Asna. He does not care. Seeking out his players methodically, one at a time. Vulnerable. Celsius, native out position, but nobody's watching this one. I mean, getting hectic into it. So, 2 versus 2 is what it returned to now, 40 seconds. Steadily ticking down. Contacting forward. Sen just pull it out from the bloody...
Now, this is the kind of setup over towards A that you've got to be aware of. When there's a double initiator and the raise here, they can put crazy pressure onto John Cutie. And you know when the Cypher's there because you can see the cages being thrown over the roofs.
Walking forwards though. Molly missing from Bang just to try and stop them in their tracks. You can hear it now. Being threatened. That was clear, and it's classic. Eventually getting it through the wall here. Damage done. Paranoia blinded up and enough to collect the kills up.
A bold plant again, but this time not punished.
One enemy
Boostio
remaining.
just tried to get into B heaven and gets cut down.
So a strong beginning for Sentinels. Their attack side.
But at the same time, not the most coordinated play that we've seen. They did struggle with their attack side, I think the most, out of the two sides that they played against Loud.
Usually quite slow though, off the rip, their attack side. Balance here, and split. Into the cage, that's a unique way to try and take it.
No one's quite home. That was class.
And
Of this presence towards A heaven, both initiators and the Rays. Zeken's got all the way deep up mid with Zelsis.
going for this one here, flash and a peek for Zeken. Nade rebounds, nice from Boostio. But he does stand his ground, will he deliver? Additionally, it's EU from the side, a teammate Conrad, no more bullets! That is treacherous. Drop down to 3 health. Knows where John QT is
so
actually. He's got him
perfect.
locked right into place.
Pixel precise aim with that one. John's going to get the plan down, so additional funds for the rest of the team. But I don't see how he's winning this with a Spectre in a 1v3.
Round win is almost entirely out of his grasp. Look at it, funneling him right into their That is an awkward one. It's covered by Sacy. And the Thieves just waiting for the cam to be broken, or at least the opposing side. John QT's.
Where is everyone hiding?
Now the ult online without a orb. Flash broken, spotting these players out. It's 2, and testing them out towards ramp. John QT. Fast with the timing here. Look at this guy.
Yeah, he's so deep on the
So
lurk.
deep underneath them.
Meanwhile, the rest of the team is going through B heaven, so there's 2 silent plays working on at the same time. The only noise is the sky in mid.
So many unknowns right now for 100 Thieves. They have lost control of the map. Information is king in situations like this. It's the call to be made. Where have these players got to?
So many times in rounds like this, it comes down to just a bit of a timing play. Double jump down into vent, just to make sure, in case there was a player in there, they would be able to get the trade.
Let's see.
And they spot Boostio.
There's some info. So right through, almost landing it with the stray bullets here.
30 seconds left.
Why not? Wingman, send
Spike
flying.
planted.
Just in case there's another player sitting close deep. Zelsis.
The lurks on lurks.
Yeah. This is why it's dangerous to lose control of the map in that way and inform 2 players playing close to the site here, dropping down now. Bang and Boostio against the world, leave it to just Boostio. That is snappy. That is clean, but can he do even more?
Off angles, trap plays that you didn't realize. But there is a strength to that.
Punishable potentially, but no swing. The dog connects. Yeah, great start onto Bang. No stopper even being invested into this one. Still feeling like there's some danger, and danger there is. EU's there with a rifle. That's connection. Spotting these players out, but the site is gained for them. Boostio still tucked towards mid. QT just wants to give this one up. Prowler chasing him down. So Heaven in control here for 100 Thieves. Nade's still there. In fact, a showstopper of their own. Asuna seek to offload it. No, he doesn't clear it. Boostio's there, and he's down and out. Trying to get stuck in. Reward themselves with a couple of picks here, but now half of the course here with Sentinels. We know what to expect of their attack side rounds. They like to go slow, beginning in the jump spot here. Asuna chasing him down.
In the meantime, this walkout through B main.
Oh, and Cryo's fallen. With him down here, the Heaven players now have got to really worry about this one with Zelsis dropped. Evened out 4 versus 4 here, but the site is now theirs. And Tenz needs a little bit more. John QT causing all sorts of problems, just pricking him from behind. Whoa, what a rocket! Asuna straight down into sewers. He's left it to just 2 alive now, grouped up, side by side, holding hands. Sentinels seeking to do the most here, but Thrash is going to be clearing out most of the site. Staircase still being held here by Bang. Lovely angle for it. At this point, it's not too much as Zek can largely to threaten the B anchoring players if they're not careful for it. Here we go, explosive. Right up top, second. Okay.
He wants to reclaim that title as the top raise in the match.
He really does. There was a TP from Tenz as well in the meantime. Ult expended and Bang, he did win that fight out. So
very reminiscent of what they were doing on Lotus, actually. Just sending Zekken and Tenz in. Those Tenz teleports, I don't think they were really ever finding value, and that's another one that gets shut down. It's going to make this round more difficult. Trying to mid-round without smokes, that's got to be about one of the most difficult things that you could ask. But they do still have this Viper set up on B, and I think Boostio's got the read on it.
Oh, great gamble. Great read, like you said. No smokes, the only ones being pre-placed. That's the Viper ones, so they think, okay, making our way over towards B, 100 Thieves ready to receive. And this could be a bloodbath. Nightfall here, the Uto comes out, the damage definitely being done straight through the wall though, that second. And he can't hear anything at all. Cut into the corner, Bang taking slices out of them, and he right behind.
Balls that pay off like that.
Keeping themselves alive when it comes to the economy. Been healthy buys. Now it's Sentinels with the back foot of the economy. If they lose this round, they're going to be knocked down. No likelihood. No spots. Anybody seen? Waiting. Maximize the usage out of that molly. Let's rip now as soon as he hears the dog. And a boom ball.
And generally, 100 Thieves have been following the noise. You see EU start to get pulled away into B heaven. They're expecting this to be some kind of B split, and Asana's already calling for a re-clear of B main by the look of things. Trying to bring Cryo with him. That is on the exact opposite side of the map to where the actual action is.
Theo close to flowers. Not getting cleared. I don't know if that molly was intended for him. Only the one though.
Nice attempt at the discipline.
I respect it. Open sight for the pit.
Tenz is in this smoke in heaven, and he gets the
reward. That is nasty stuff. All the more difficult. And the decision has been made for them, really. 100 Thieves can't attempt to take this one. They back away with the rifles that they can have. So, Sentinels, round win.
Yeah. And I really think a large part of that round is that 100 Thieves chose that mid-round timing to try to pull people away from mid and instead go to explore B main, trying to gather information. And Sen calling the freeze, slowly contacting over back towards A, just found the gap. And we just seen a round from 100 Thieves where they gambled perfectly and won because of it. That's the other side. Double-edged sword if you're going to play a bit like that.
What a time to do it.
Viper setup. Cryo's just basically having to sit there and babysit B main the entire round.
It's just relegated to jump spot, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the problem with not having a Cypher in the composition. Big strength of 100 Thieves comp is that they have that double initiator that the desk was talking about. It's awesome. You don't also have the Cypher to give you really good info during the round.
Present shown here. Flash. And the dog committed up through a ramp. He gets spotted by 100 Thieves players. EU's going to be seeing this one, and that does allow John QT up into this angle. Jump spot, damage through the box. Not enough for the kill.
Double jump spots over towards A, and John Cuty's now pushed them both off their respective angles. Not that that's pulled anybody over just yet, but that's the idea. Sen are hoping that they can make it easier to walk through on this B split. Wow, and what a punish that is. All of these 100 Thieves players having to jump spot because they don't have that info and getting smacked.
And now they go, Asana close to the choke. There was a molly in the hands of Zelsis, hands him, and Easy and Cryo still dodging, juking. Not enough! Not enough! Sentinels right in their faces.
Another really tough situation.
Oh, they want to fight this, they want to fight this, they want to fight this. Boostio, he's shut down instantly, and like you said, Josh, it's a tough situation. Reveals the two. Sees the reposition, lined up entirely, but it is that crossfire. No way! EU brings it to the 1v1. It will be a monstrous clutch, and indeed it is! Disgusting work by EU.
It's an elimination map, and now we see 100 Thieves with this fight out towards A, trying to catch anybody that might be defaulting for ramp control. John's going to feed this info to the rest of the squad, but they don't immediately react into B. They make sure that they're set up for it first.
I mean, setting up for it. It's that rocket bang.
That did so much damage.
Oh my goodness, but no kill claimed. Damage, stray bullets, sent flying. John QT! How was he already there? This is ridiculous. Essentially TP straight into the fray. One player up into heaven. That's Boostio. Oh, Kane, flick, adjustments, all their detainment. Is it online? John QT, the savior. But Boostio, oh! He can't get it. He is. This is it down to the half by Asana, brave of it. Really wide face, pulls out the paranoia, but this is 100 Thieves, like we said. And a knock down to the half by.
Boostio has been hitting every shot.
Guy is on one right now, the middle, now being called. Seeker's there through them, but no scaling into the site. They are meeting them. This is a hard rotation. 100 Thieves, what a time to do this. Pull this one out when the weapons are weakest. That is only up to Sacy. Fragile is this play.
And it's anybody's guess who's going to lead at the half, or whether we're going to have a draw.
Not the rifles. B main.
Toxins going up.
Game for Zelsis.
Has he spotted?
No, I mean, he's pre-firing it just in case. I believe there's a jump spot. Yeah, he doesn't know. Cryo has been playing into that back corner. He's alone, he's spamming this. Calls for rotations, and here it is. Cryo just takes the fight.
It's one of the first times that Cryo has found an advantage by holding like that in B main. Usually finding himself caught out a little, but that is huge for 100 Thieves.
Massive one. It's going to be called now.
This is a fake reaction on the other side, but to be honest with you, when they find the A site empty, they might decide to call for Tenz over.
Yeah, and he's got the spike in his hand, so they are going to hard commit into this one with the forward positions gained. Up into heaven with the smoke. Sacy is an important piece here, needs to stay alive. What a kill. Zekken will not get out alive. It's a good return of fire. Boostio is firing on all cylinders, but finally will forge on QT. All the way behind. They are none the wiser, but only just the one. Asuna forcing his attention forwards. They want to try and take this fight straight to the site, onto these players, seeking them out, all the way to the back. A map, the spam kills, all the way. Tenz is really finding it difficult, and he does fall. 2v2, planted potentially. I don't know for heaven, it's in the smoke. Spam here, Asuna sticky! Oh my!
We've already seen two teams globally get eliminated from contention in Madrid. And the rest of this map is going to define the third. You don't play until April. If you end up getting eliminated here, that's such a time to be sat twiddling your thumbs.
In the right time to strike. Bit of presence into mid by 100 Thieves. Past that here. Down to the minute mark almost here, and now they're starting to walk their way over with the Viper Wall.
Tenz is in this spot at Flower, holding a paranoia.
Mosh pit. I mean, that clears him. No?
He's into hell.
I mean, he's taking a ton of damage, but he ended up using the paranoia for it.
He's also just smoked himself in hell.
Really being plucked apart piece by piece. 100 Thieves might be gaining exactly what they need, and yes, overstepping themselves here by Sentinels on their defense side. Critical pistol round for 100 Thieves. And flying there with a spike. Oh boy, oh, the plan tonight!
Get him gone!
Oh no, oh no, 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 no! This could be a
30
disaster.
seconds left.
Spike in the middle of nowhere. John QT still tucked to the corner, but plenty of players left standing. 100 Thieves start swarming onto the site. Teva, not sure if there was a connection. Tripwire, all grouped up, damage done, but eventually the reaction. Cryo, he turns around. John QT is weak enough. One shot will do it. The damage there. 12 seconds remaining. Seeks to deny. Oh my! 10 health. Still kicking, by the way. Now EU has to stick it.
Spike planted.
Gets back into it. 1 versus 1. One single shot. 3 bullets. Wrap around. Cryo. Are they going to expect this one? And who's being planted for? John does not know what to expect. Spotted him. No way. And he knows it's not really planned for him. Hasn't pushed up a tap. The game of chicken is being played all for the pistol line, all on the line. Cryo! He delivers!
The little jiggle that doesn't even bait a shot out of John QT. Cryo still has to go for the swing, and yet hits the shot. That was anybody's. even after Sentinels' original game plan had been so disrupted, they had their chances of being able to win that round, but it's 100 Thieves that come out on top on the pistol, set up to try to equalize this final deciding map between the two orgs.
What a way for this final map to play out in our elimination game.
Some attempt at a trap play here in mid.
Find you.
Looking to paranoia off the cams contact, but there is nobody in that area in the slightest for 100 Thieves. They've managed to avoid basically all of the danger in this round by the look of things.
Hear the noise being made. Smoke was dropped. Cryo's job here just to see if he can spot any players, get some additional info, because 100 Thieves, they don't want to commit into us just in case there is a stack on A.
As soon as the boombot's online and the Viper wall drops though, they're going to be able to take A head control.
That is with the Dizzy. Additional layers on top.
Worth keeping an eye on trap plays like that though, because that's something that's very possible for Sentinels to put together with the Cypher in their corner.
Here's the congestion. Yeah, EU. Definitely feeling sharp with this one. Should have got all the angles covered. Oh my, Cryo! Pincer in the... New players stacked to skirmish. Developing, bubbling, brewing. Smoke dropped down, potentially a recall. The Thieves are the winners this time. They're going to be granted that one. So, Satchel through. Spots it out, actually. Just hits the corner of it. Gives him an easy one for Sacy.
And a really good snake fight as well from Celsius. Tenz is always going to be going for something a little unorthodox. But they held that back really nicely. Good rifling from Sacy, good support utility from Celsius. And now Boostio leads them on a round-the-world ping-pong back over towards A.
The annoying thing now for them, yeah, like you said, around-the-world ping-pong, but none of that prior map control gain. They didn't have somebody lurking up A.
They're not going to get punished by that. There's nobody playing too aggressively, but there's still these two trips here.
John's position. Trip spotted. There, peek with the cage. Maybe a couple of stray shots might be in order. Boombot, have a plan. Up to it. Missing the timing of all of this. Well, Boostio. He's right up in their faces, isn't he? Wrapped around here onto heaven. It's all Cryo.
My ult's ready.
Backs away now. Doesn't want to overextend his hand. It's still a 2v3. Definitely winnable. Wall committed. Slices up the map in a very unusual way here. Bang. Still got to worry about lots of different angles. Tuck's going to be hearing them drop down now, making that information known. Bang. Weaving in and out backwards here. Celsius unable to get the half on a defuse. That's the pull, the benefit of all of this. Vulnerable. No, how does he win that? And now the wall working against him in his face! Cryo! That is disgusting work!
Over in this series.
See how much that meant for Kaplan. He realized how big that round was. Could have been the difference between 100 Thieves taking that lead and running away with it.
Yeah, you think Cryo was playing the previous round. That can sometimes just win you matches like this. And it's instantly been knocked on its head.
Thrash. Through now, plenty of trips to deal with. Be tying and tangling him up. Sent flying into the back of the site. Plenty of players to reinforce here. Sent. Want to bunker down here. Batter the hatches. They want to make a go of this one. Still the plan's going off. Second. Where the hell are you? Smoke in your face with a one-way boost. There. Tucked side. Flash though. Couldn't see a thing now. This is really getting treacherous. Second. Not going to be able to defuse it. Brought down. The close-up positions is really just being synced out, sorted out. Flick of the wrist. Celsius. Cryo. He has one pull. Never tap onto this one, so pushes him away, buys him some critical seconds, but he doesn't have a gun for the job. Somehow removed and away, and cover is there. Save hands from the Sentinel players, but man, oh man. It gets so damn dicey.
You can see some of the Nerf Thieves, though, should start to quiet down now. There is an enormous economy and ult advantage for Sentinels. They are favored to pull ahead here by 2 rounds. What the hell does that mean in reality?
The ecos have been seeing not too much. Still, I'll make it a little bit easier. Scared of the approach here. Where is that rocket being utilized? Well, straight through main.
That's a heavy investment when they were in a 5v4.
Can you blame them against these ecos?
Not really. John's in a punishable spot here.
Yeah. What? okay. Take my breath away, John.
Against a dizzy.
The final tap. Surgical.
And that takes any kind of danger out of the eco round for 100 Thieves. Eliminated here. It's going to be a long time until they see their team play again. None of these players want that.
22 for Nail. Busy.
There.
Down to the side, no connections. Nade combo. Try and punish some potential read of maybe where Zeltis has been playing in the past, but doesn't get anything until used. They hear the orb's been picked up.
Right there.
Zelsis. Smoke's in their face though. 100 Thieves, they can't cross that line of
They're not
scrimmage.
ready. Right there.
Now though with the util.
That's way too much for Zekken to try to handle. The wingman combo with the Prowler, very difficult to work around. And Boostio's going to be able to get back in here. Pick up his orbs. A slower pace to this one from 100 Thieves.
Zekken's got to be feeling like he's isolated here. Knows that mid has been compromised. Going to be called out to him. He was hoping he could just set his sights only onto ramp, and now backs away. The heaven. 3 players still here. TP information.
I think that's good info.
Yeah.
And it's immediately going to trigger 100 Thieves to make a ping pong across the map. This is going to end. No, a cancel to that. 100 Thieves were thinking about going for the B split.
Time is running out. It's an ult committed. They're trying to at least pull players over here, but it's just pulled out the pit. A lot of players still swarming the position. Oh, hey, yeah, it's working. They're off the side. Maybe cancelling it back. Sacy! Kind of read as this guy got. He's working his way back into elbow, holding down the fort. Out to the side here to flash to connect. Boostio! He is down. Everyone following up. Spike is planted in the middle of all of this, but only 2 players left. 100 Thieves, they got too much to overcome.
On Bind, we saw one of these rounds called by Boostio that ended up being the difference maker that pushed them ahead.
Sen begin to run away with it. Still a chance for 100 Thieves, of course. But the guns, few and far between with the Guardian, the Bulldog, in the hands of just Boostio and Bang. Maybe the Nightfall can do some work here. Got to wait out this snake bite. Push forwards now. Big control still being called for them. And an assortment of bullets, no connections for Zelsis. Holds a further back position still, contacting, but the cam will catch it. Now they know. Plays are there. Zelsis. Orthodox with the jump spot.
Sentinels need to get some information somewhere else in the map, so Tenz is peeking towards A ramp. But the real threat is whether or not these players in B Heaven can survive.
Snake bite.
And a good smoke as well, to make it feel like they could be pushing up behind that. Is this going to be another fake, like a Nightfall into A Heaven and then quickly pivot B?
Noise made, jump down, Zekken's holding it. Just with the gun for now, he can hit them onto the ropes. Popping up and over the Nightfall. Oh! Can't really hear them, but he knows exactly where they might be placed. Still, players working to be Heaven, the fake off. Might not be working here at all. John QT still locked down into the corner, bang! Cleans him up, cuts him out of the picture. The B plant. Really coming through here, and 100 Thieves critically. They have the post-plan positions. Onto Heaven, Mosh Pit down at the feet. Sacy, you got to get the hell out of there. And he does survive. Yes! Kill! What a kill! 2 players left. Sentinels! They're mopping them up. In the midst of it. Pandemonium in the round. Bang. 1 player standing. He's got the pit, but no mollies. Multiple players swarming the position, light them up and listen. They just follow true. And Sentinels get to 12.
Round. He's got a rifle as well, one would assume.
Same play at the beginning, 100 Thieves. They've been doing this one a lot. It's a mid-take.
Poison's off.
But all these close rounds, I mean, it's just whittled that economy. Still down to the half armors, the Guardians. Bargain bin by for 100 Thieves to do unthinkable to stay alive in the series.
This is such a committed position for Zelsis to be playing in. Against a Thrash, Boombot, Dizzy.
Oh, and here it is. Someone needs to deal with this one. It doesn't clear him. It doesn't clear him. The Boombot doesn't either. Perfect time to strike. Molly at their feet. They sneak the gamma line. Zelsis. He might have just finished it for them. Make their way through B main. It's all Sentinels. Castle, bang! Up in their faces. 2v3s maybe made this winnable. There's a chance. But they've really got to capitalize. Seekers right behind them, chasing. Hot on the heels. Spams down only to one of them. It's going to be pointing them in the right direction. Players towards me. There's 35 seconds left. And here's where you got to get a move on. Only one
Sacy.
player to meet them is Sacy.
30 seconds left.
Tuck close now. Anything to clear him out. Not really too much util at all. 25 seconds left. How do they want to take this? 100 Thieves. Time is of the essence. They drop down themselves. Into the back of the site. He's tucked close. And he gets a kill. That could be it. Bang. Flashed. And he's just being cornered. Sentinels eliminate 100 Thieves.
All roads lead to this titanic matchup between these two squads, retooled with a cultural shift in the off-season, but it's Sen that come out on top. Heartbreak for the 100 Thieves. They won a map in each of the series that they ended up going out in, but we won't see them for quite a while. Unbelievably difficult group, and both of these teams gave it everything today.
It really did. It's going to be a heartbreaking situation for 100 Thieves.
But I mean, what a monstrous performance from individuals on Sentinels. Zekken, map 1, map 3 looked sublime. And Sacy, towards the end of Split, pulled everything out when it mattered. Putting on a Sadak performance on the Sky. Just decided to win.
Sky allegations thrown out the window.
No.
2-1 is the victory here for Sentinels. We're in their right to continue deeper into this kickoff tournament. Take a bow, well deserved.
And very quickly, thoughts will start to be turning to their next opponent because it doesn't get any easier.
No.